we're gonna be doing a Honkai Star Rating tier list. I might change these tiers at some point because I just couldn't think of anything, but basically, HSR characters in high school. That's it. That's the thing. I went and grabbed an already existing tier list and snatched some tiers that I thought I could use. Maybe I'll add some, maybe I'll remove some, depending on how this goes. This is all characters up to 2.1. So Aventurine and Gallagher are in. And Acheron. Now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tiers. Number 1 at the top. I initially planned to only do types of like different students, but then I realized there's probably gonna be at least a few characters that I just can't really imagine as types of students as they currently are. So I was like, you know what? Let's add a teacher tier. The ones that I do put in this tier, I will also specify what kind of, like, what subject I'd imagine they teach. Because why not? It's fun. Then we got Student Council, the Theater Kids, and Art Kids. I put these two together because they're kind of similar, honestly. I feel like some of them are very overlapping. Then the Smart Kids. Not necessarily nerds, just the smart ones. The ones who get the good grades. Popular kids, whether they want to be or not, whether in the good... Well, no, popular... No, wait. Popular is a more positive term, I think. So, just the ones everyone likes. Whether they actually aim for that or not. The loners, the ones who just do their thing, stay away, and try to fucking get through the hell that is high school. And the ones who skip classes. Number 1. I want to call them twins, but I know they're not twins, but they're twins in my heart. Kalis and Stella. Honestly, they're just like they're just too chaotic for anything on here. But also, I feel like they might be popular in some way, shape, or form because they're just so unhinged. But that might go one way or the other. So I feel like they would skip classes. Okay, wait, first, hear me out. I don't know if it's just me. But I have this is the same with the twins in Genshin. I don't know, I feel like, even though they're basically the same character, their personalities, I imagine their personalities to still be just a little different. I always imagine Stella to be a bit more deranged than Kalis. With Kalis being a little more, like, I guess reserved is the term. Still unhinged, but a bit more grounded. And Stella just being all the way fucking out there. I feel like Kalis would miss classes or miss classes unintentionally because he just fucking oversleeps or he forgets to look at the time or something. Or he didn't do his homework and he just doesn't want to, like, get shit for it. Stella, I would not be surprised if she just skipped certain classes because she doesn't get along with certain teachers or something. Oh god, this... Should I leave the, like, much younger ones out? Like, the ones, like, Hook or something? Should I just leave them out? Because, like, I don't know. Maybe I'll just put them at the bottom and check in later. In that case, next would be Bronya. Student Council. If not, then Smart Kid. One of the two. Leader type. Smart. Same with Jabard. He'd also be Student Council. Oh, okay. Now, we are getting to two of the characters that I created this tier for. Himiko. Himiko I could see in, like, Student Council at most. Himiko I cannot imagine, like, just, like, as a student. I don't know what it is. She's just too mother. You know what I mean? She's too mother. However, I am also kind of struggling to think of what kind of teacher what subject she would teach. I'm struggling to fucking remember school subjects. Not sure, maybe something like literature or language related? Velt, teacher. That is just a teacher. He strikes me as either a history teacher, he has the vibes, or I'm pretty sure I'm remembering this right. Didn't he also used to, like, animate? Yeah, okay, in that case, either history or art. As a history teacher, I feel like he would be the kind of teacher that is very calm, very relaxed, very casual, but he also likes rambling a bit. So he's like the type of teacher that either you love listening to or you fall asleep every single class. As an arts teacher, he reminds me of one of the teachers I had in like middle school, who were just like really nice, like goes around, helps the students, helps those who, you know, who need help, allows them to like express themselves as freely as he can while still sticking to the curriculum, to the core curriculum, but still tries to give the students as much freedom as possible. Just all around a fucking good teacher. Just a good teacher. Should I put like something for the more sportsy students too? Like athletes or something along those lines? You know what, screw it. I will. Anyway, Arlen, not athletic. Arlen, I feel, would be just a smart kid. Just gets good grades, behaves himself, doesn't stick out too much. Asta would be a popular kid. She would be. She's rich. Rich kids are just popular, one way or another. I just thought of something. I can see Himiko running those shop classes since she's a mechanic, or even a geology since she studied interstellar travel dynamics. Sometimes I just forget that Himiko knows stuff about machines and engineering. That completely slipped my mind. Danhang, loner. I mean, that's almost how he is in canon already. He just sticks to himself. He doesn't like interacting with people too much. He probably spends most of his time in the library just reading. He has like his own little corner. The librarian knows him at this point. Herda, also popular kid. She'd be like the kind of annoying kind of popular. You know, there's the popular kids that you can still get along with. They're just popular because they don't cause any trouble and people just like naturally flock to them. And then there's the popular kids that you can tell there's a couple screws loose there. And I feel like Herda would be one of those. Ooh. Next. March, I feel, would be either with the popular kids, but more like the other kind of popular that I just mentioned, the one that just like naturally gets along with everyone. Or I don't know, I can see March being a theater kid. I'll stick her with popular for now, and maybe I'll move her up or down. Well, probably not down, but maybe I'll move her in a different tier later. Natasha, she'd be like a, I don't know, like a biology teacher maybe? I can imagine Natasha as a biology teacher. Or, well, yeah, or school nurse. Maybe like, I'll do like teacher or... What do you call that? Teacher or, staff? So she'd be the school nurse. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know a lot about Pela, but smart. Pela's an art kid? Oh, really? Why is she an art kid? I don't know much about Pela, so I'm just asking like out of curiosity. I mean, if you say so, I'll believe that. Oh, she drew the wanted posters! The good ones. Okay, I see. Yeah, no, in that case, that makes sense. Art kid. Chengto would skip classes. She's like the student that gets decent enough grades, and if it wasn't for her skipping, she'd be like at the top of her class. I don't know, that's the kind of impression she gives me. Okay, wait. Let's think about this. Not student council. Theater kid would kind of fit. He would be smart, but not like certified smart kid, good grades. Tempo is an all-rounder. He could technically fit into multiple of these, but I don't feel like he'd skip classes. I don't think he would. Sampo seems like the kind of guy that attends class and just kind of weasels his way through. Like, he knows how to get by. He would do the work and sell the answers. You know what? That is all. You know what? I can see that. You know what? Fuck it. Theater kid. Look at this man. That is... Yeah. That man is literally acting every day, every single minute of his life. Which is a whole nother can of worms that I will not open today because it will make me sad. Serval! Wait! Music teacher. Or like something music. Music, choir, band, whatever the fuck. Either way, teacher. I don't know much about Su Shang, but she gives me athletic kid impressions, vibes. I feel like she'd be a very sportsy type. She's very hardworking, I know that. Ting Yoon. Popular kid. She does give me popular kid vibes. And that's kind of all I can imagine. So I guess I'll put her there? Zayla. Zayla would be a loner, I think. Athletics seems good, yeah. I don't know, at first I wanted to put her in loners, but then I thought about it some more and I feel like it kind of wouldn't fit after all. She may be like somewhat of like an outcast-ish, but not quite there. Definitely track team. Oh, I can imagine Zayla track team. Jing Yuan. Definitely teacher, but what subject would he teach? I'm kind of thinking also something history-ish, but it doesn't seem to fit quite that well. He's the coach. You know what? That is kind of funny, and also somehow it would fit. Yeah, no, I can see that. That would kind of be funny. Like the laziest fucking coach. But yeah, he'd be some form of staff, teacher, something along those lines. I mean, Silverwolf is just smart. I feel like she'd also skip classes. Actually, no. She'd skip classes because she already knows everything that they talk about, that's gonna be like in the tests and stuff. So she doesn't need to go to class. She just shows up as many times as she has to pass. But other than that, she's out. Ooh. Rocha. Once again, teacher staff, something along those lines. But what would he do? Him I can also imagine. It's a similar situation as Nat. I can also imagine him as biology teacher. Something health. Whether it's fucking, I don't know, second nurse or bio teacher or something like that. Beloved. Wife. Yukong. I don't know, but Yukong strikes me as a... Is economy a subject? Is economy its own subject? I don't actually know. I don't think it is here, but I've heard it mentioned like as its own subject, so I don't know. Otherwise, maybe something sciences, whether it's like physics or math. I can see her as a math teacher. I don't know why. I can just see that. Bro, if she was my math teacher, I would have paid attention. At least I would have gotten less terrible grades than I did in high school. Oh, Jesus Christ. Where do I put this fucker? Technically, it could be old enough to be like teacher or staff, but what the fuck would he teach? Man's barely talks. I guess loner? I guess him and Dan Hong can be loners together. They can be alone together? Either that or he skips class. No, I feel like he'd attend. I feel like he'd go. He'd just, like, stick to himself a lot. They would kill each other. No. 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 Another one for the teacher row. There's a lot of teachers or school staff. What, you know, makes sense, kind of. We got a lot of adults. Maybe something like language related. You know, I can see that. I can see music teacher or something language related or like literature stuff. Look up athletic. That's not even a question. Fu Shuan student council. Yeah. Lynx. Feel like Lynx would be just a good student. Just a good kid. This one I'm even more lost with than fucking Blade. What do I do with you? Technically, I could put her as a teacher. The mean teacher. She'd be like the like very strict teacher that you either love or you hate. And there's like no in between. I don't know what subject would she teach? Maybe like PE? She could be that... God. That just unlocked fucking flashback. She'd be like that one PE teacher that always expects too much of the class. That like assumes you can just do certain things. Even if you can't. Even if you've never learned them. I also barely know anything about Jing Liu. I haven't even done her quest yet. All I know about her is what I've seen from Yan Jing's quest. So, Topaz, popular kid. Or student council, actually. Maybe student council. Yeah, no, I think student council would fit better. She keeps track of the budget. Now, there's the popular kid. Gwen Ivan definitely gets along with everyone. I feel like she and Marge would be like of a similar kind. I'm debating whether to put Huohua into either smart kids or loners. But I feel like, unlike these two, she wouldn't be alone willingly. In her case, I feel like it would just be more of a social anxiety, social awkwardness thing. It would not be intentionally. So I think smart kids works. That is not even a fucking question. Have you seen this man? That is the embodiment of a theater kid. That is the theater itself. Where do I put you? Again, I don't know too much about your personality. She seems like kind of a loner type to me, but I'm not sure. I guess I might put her here for now, or maybe student council. She also gives me those vibes. All right, you know what? We'll put her in student council. We'll do that. Another teacher. This one for sure. Something biology or chemistry related. And I mean, those two are like pretty intertwined. Shui. Also student council? Question mark? Yeah, no, I think that fits. Oh, I mean, this one's... I gotta scroll up a bit. Doctor ratio is fucking obvious. What does he teach again? Philosophy, maths, physics, I think as well. Like a good chunk of sciences and philosophy. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. If I had him as my math teacher, I would have fucking quit. Quick fun fact. The way in the Germany school system, when you graduate, or like when I graduated, our grades were basically, they went up to like 15 points, with max points, 15 points being like an A+, and, you know, 0 points being an F. I got 1 point. I graduated with 1 out of 15 points in math. And I feel like if this dude was my teacher, even that 1 point would be gone. Philosophy is another matter. I was pretty good, well, decent at philosophy. So I feel like I would have done a bit better there, but maths, I would have been on the floor sobbing. Black Swan. I am tempted to also just put you like as a teacher or staff of some sort, but I don't know what exactly to assign you. Maybe like something, if they have a school psychologist, maybe that. Although I kind of I don't know if I would trust her in that position either, to be honest. I'll leave her here, although I don't know where exactly she would be active, but I feel like she would be some sort of staff. I mean, technically, once again, it would make sense to put her with the theater kids. And I might just do that, honestly. I was debating between theater kid, popular kid, and skips classes. But I think theater kid, it's the simplest one. That should be fine. Misha? I don't know. So far, I mean, we don't know too much about Misha yet. But first impression, good kid. Good kid, smart kid. He's doing good. Akira. I guess loner? She gives me loner vibes. Once again, we don't know too much about her yet. But I think that fits. Ooh. Okay, so this one I could see for one with the smart kids. I feel like he would get good grades. And I mean, he is smart. He is pretty smart. Actually, no. He would be the kind of popular kid that, as an outsider, you can just tell he is faking every single interaction he has. But that's not because he's actually just an asshole, but it's because he wants to fit in, because he's desperate to fit in. That's the kind of popular kid I imagine Aventurine to be. Because like looking at him in canon, that's that boy can fit so much damn trauma. So yeah, I think that fits. The last one. Mr. Man. Gallagher. What would he do? I don't know what he would teach. I have no clue. I only know that he's supposed to be up here, but I can't specify any further. I honestly have no idea. And leaving these 4 out because they're not even old enough to be in high school. That is the list. Wait, can I just fucking... But yeah, that is the list. That didn't take as long as I thought it would. About an hour.